Hello folks, and what a bounce in Bitcoin, what a bounce in the altcoins. Is this part of the plan we spoke of last time? In the very last video I put out, we were talking about a bounce to 99K to the 100K area and then pull back. How did we get there? And what's going to happen next, right? Is Bitcoin out of trouble now? I don't think so yet. I think there's still a lot of trouble, right? And what's going to happen to the altcoins? Let's go straight into this massive episode we have for you. Let's have a look at this. So this is the situation we're talking about, right? A bounce up to meet this trend line, which is at this 100K area, right? We've been talking about this many times, a number of times in our past videos now, and have a look. So let's say if we adjust this is roughly around 100K. Say if we adjust this just a little bit, so we connect those two tops. So likely, I'm thinking of a pullback, right? We could get to mid 90s or even low 90s, depending on how bad the news is. Remember, Bank of Japan is about to cut rates tomorrow, and we about to hike rates. Sorry, on the 24th, and we spoke about this before in my last video as well. So that's another threat to watch out for. How did we come up with this this model of a bounce to 100K? Here it is. Here is the blue fractal that I've been talking about. Okay. We pivot to regular, and this is what I had in mind, and that's also in the last video as well. Now this is just a rough guide, so I was thinking we get a bounce to 100K, 99K, come back down, right? 95K area, mid 90s, or even depending on how bad the news is with Bank of Japan or with the US Treasury, right? If they if they manage to stop the government shutdown, they're going to sell a lot more treasury bonds. That could tank the markets as well. So we could even get another visit to say, low 90s and then bounce. On this bounce, first target would be around the 102.5, 103K area. As we can see, that's the old high there. That's what the fractal's indicating. And then once again, we could have a target of about 113 to 115 area. That would be my first target. I'm still leaning towards that scenario. As I said in my last video, that's the scenario I'm leaning towards. I cannot discount, or I cannot totally rule out the Bitcoin crash scenario, which is a dump to the 80s or even 70s, because as we can see, that's the head and shoulders pattern here. We'll put it in log. We're still not out of danger yet. We're still very much inside this shoulder, head, shoulder pattern right now with the neckline. We haven't gotten out of it. If we were to hit 103, we can still have it come down. But the fact that if it can break this, what I've got in green, this line of resistance, then that would make me feel more confident we can have another move up, right, with 115K as the next target. So trading is not about saying 100%, oh yeah, I made a call. I 100% would say this is the going to happen, or it's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to hit this number, 100%. Trading is not like that. If it was, then everyone would be richer than Elon Musk, because then you could just go all in all the time on every trade. It would only take about 20 trades to be richer than Elon Musk. Trading is not that. Trading is more about probabilities. As I was saying I was leaning towards this this bounce, which means 60-40. 65% to 35%, 70-30. That's enough for traders, for people who bet on the markets, who bet on sports, right? They know they're playing with probabilities, but to be a good trader, profitable trader, you basically just need the odds in your favor, right? That's why I said I lean that way. And now, before we get onto the altcoins, that answers the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo use? Well, Pablo uses this crypto exchange that is non-KYC. That means you do not have to show your ID. That means Americans can use it, because even the exchange cannot see you're American. And basically, then the CIA, the FBI, the IRS, or the ATO tax office, none of them can see you. Total privacy. So because I know these guys, so I've negotiated a deal with them, and this is the deal to get rewards up to 100 USDT just by depositing. And by trading, you win like a MacBook Pro, or like say $2,500 US dollars or $1,200 US dollars or receive an iPhone 16 phone, right? Just by trading, right? If you hit a certain level in trading volume. To get this deal, if you're on this is only on the Pablo He-Man link. If you are on YouTube, then it's in the description, in the link below in the description. But if you're on any other platform, basically go to my page and there's the Pablo He-Man link. We just click on there and basically it's the first thing, that deal that comes up because it's a big deal. And boom, there we are. Okay, that's back to the back to Ethereum and the altcoins. Altcoins, for example, this is total market cap 2. Total market cap 2 basically, right, bounced off this 1.26T level, and this is very, very important level. So far, it looks like the selling pressure, it has been withheld. So basically, I'll show you why this is so significant. See, look, this was the top in 2021 for all total market cap of altcoins, and the top, this was the right shoulder here, 1.26T. We have another one around 1.270. So this time we saw weekly, this is the weekly chart, 2 bounces off this level and boom, we're back up here again. So it's still looking good, right? However, this area, right, we can see this area, this 1.48, 490 area is massive resistance. Whilst we're still staying below that, that's a big problem. Until we break through, that's a big problem. And I do think we're going to pull back because Bitcoin, I think, is pulling back 100K. I'm not saying this now, and you know that was part of the forecast even from the last video. So now let's see, for total altcoins, we're also boom, 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 and here hit the top of the channel again. So something like this, because this area, the 1.4748, right, 1.50 trillion area is also massive resistance. So I'm thinking something like this, then boom, then breakthrough. And let's have a look at some of the altcoins. I'll just give you an example of one of the altcoins we're talking about, and this was an amazing bounce on virtus. Virtus, I've spoken a lot about it. At least twice I've made videos in the last 2 weeks or so, I think. And that is because virtus is basically the head of all AI agents. It's the head of all AI agents right now, and it is basically let's see, virtu is basically right now at 3.7. It got up to $4 before. It got up to 4. So for virtus, it was basically a massive bounce. Look at this. Now, the levels I gave were at $2.50-ish, $2.55-ish, and then another one at just above $2, right? So what it did, it was basically wicked past, you know, this $2.50, right? And if you had orders there, that's still pretty good because then the bounce was to $4. And this is the leading coin, the narrative leader on all AI agents. May not be for long, right? I have other coins that are smaller, AI agent infrastructure coins that I like. There's going to be 2 more that I will tell to my Discord. And of course, these videos go out to my Discord for about a day or half a day before I make them public. So here, if you had an order in the low 2s, say 215, 28, 220, you might have picked that up on the wick and got very lucky on that. So sometimes these sort of things happen. The wick past this level of support and doesn't quite get to the next level of support. So it depends on how badly you want this coin. So a bit here or a bit here or both, you would have picked up at least one of them. And now the bounce seems quite strong. I'm expecting a pullback to this 325, 330 area, and then probably bounce up. A bounce back to $2.60, right, would not be great. Yeah, breaking $3 again would not be great for virtus. But overall, I'm still quite bullish on the whole AI agents space because it looks like AI agents are still leading this bounce once again. Okay, thank you for your time, folks. Let's catch you for the next episode.